Tiara, Tricia, Principe, Coach Dorow. Whoever has questions, go ahead.
Coach, you had a pair of injuries with about 8 minutes to go. It seemed to maybe take a little bit out of the team. They were maybe shell-shocked. Did that play a factor in the run that Grand Valley went on?
I'm sure it did. Anytime you have two captains go down, two seniors go down, it kind of, knocks you back on your heels a little bit. But I know T and Trish did a good job, and I'm sure some of the rest of them did too, at stepping up and just saying, hey, we're okay, we've been here before, what if they'd have been in foul trouble or something else, So, we just kind of hung in there and then made the run a little bit later than that, especially after we got Becky back.
Tiara, what were you trying to do to keep your teammates in it when, they were going on that run?
We were just trying to focus on defense and just relax and play our game. We know what we're here for. We know we've been practicing really hard. We just want to do what we came here to do. We'll be back. We're confident.
Tricia, can you talk about playing in this atmosphere? Obviously, this isn't the result you like, but you guys competed well today. Any thoughts on this experience for you?
It was a great atmosphere, and we came out strong. I think the atmosphere helped us come out strong, and we were ready for it, and we just unfortunately couldn't keep it going long enough to get the win.
Grand Valley seemed to use the fast break a lot in the second half to get some transition points. Can you talk about how they were able to get some of those baskets?
Well, at one point I think we had a lineup out there that we aren't used to, and we tried to run a little bit of a press, and they read it, and they read the read, and they slipped somebody out, and it worked out for them. As far as just the way they pushed it regularly in transition, I felt like we just were not quite ready for them to attack us on it, and that's my fault. So we really got to make sure that we do a good job of knowing what they're looking to do, and they ran hard and they got the ball ahead and they attacked the rim. Both halves they did a pretty good job of that.
Tricia, you guys were 5 of 10 in the first half from 3-point range. Was that giving you quite a bit of confidence when you're starting to knock down some of those shots in the first half?
It always does. When you hit down shots, everything just seems to go better. We all were hitting them. We all were confident, and unfortunately, the second half we weren't hitting them, and that was one of the differences. It does hurt your confidence.
Coach, talk about the 11-0 run late in the game. You were in it, and then, like I say, there was an 11-0 run, and what happened in that stretch?
Well, I think, again, we had some players that were out, and that always changes your chemistry, and it changes the look, and we didn't really have the matchups that we wanted to have out there, and they did a good job of just attacking the matchups and making sure that they were still putting points on the board, and I think offensively we became pretty impatient, and didn't take care of the ball as well as we would have liked, and it turned into an 11-0 run on us. So.
Can you just tell us your feelings on the atmosphere and coming here to play this game, and just how the whole thing has been from start to finish for your team?
It's been a really cool thing. It's not something that we ever anticipated would happen, to play in Andel Arena, in the Grand Rapids area. We've had a ton of alums contact us, and the alumni department has done a great job, the athletic department. Look at all the people out there from Big Rapids and from Grand Valley, but we just had a ton of people out there supporting us today, and it's just, I don't know, it's weird because when you're playing you don't notice the outside, but before and after the game you kind of know, and when we go out there I think it's going to be a lot different coming out after and watching the guys play, but it's just exciting that we've had this opportunity, and we just want to thank everybody that's been associated with that, and Grand Valley for working with us and making this happen.
You want to do it again?
I'd love to do it again, but it's all a matter of how, if everybody's happy with it or not. I don't know. From the outside, I don't know those details. All I know is basketball-wise, we'd love to do it again.
What about you guys?
Definitely. Yeah.
I wish I could.
Senior.
Yeah, I would love doing it next year. It's a good experience.
Coach, talk about where you are now. With three games behind Grand Valley, it was a game we really did need. There's still like 7 games left or so.
Yep.
Talk about where you're at now. You're sort of behind the 8 ball a little bit.
A little bit. We're in pretty good shape as far as some of the tiebreakers go. We still have some big games going, coming up. We go to Lake Erie and to Ashland, and Ashland's been playing super, and we can't overlook Lake Erie, but, we still have some other games going, and we're playing a lot better now than what we were earlier in the season. So, you saw some of our best basketball today, and you saw us at our, not so good moments, and we still were able to bounce back, and like I said, it was a 3-point game with, 45 seconds to go. and we didn't execute down the stretch, and it wouldn't have been would it have been 7? It wouldn't have been a 7-point game had we executed the game plan down the stretch.
Like you say, you've won 3 in a row. You beat a ranked team the other night. You have been playing better too.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're playing very well. You know, like I said, Andrea Clancy going down doesn't help us. You know, Becky, she has some health issues too and had a minor seizure on the sideline. You know, I mean, we're expecting that because we've seen it before, so we can bounce back from that. But not having her on the floor for those few minutes, when she's your floor leader as the point guard and a senior captain, you know, that does make a difference. And, you know, maybe things could have been different, but, you know, that's not the only reason. We just needed to execute better. And I think these guys know they had a chance. Grand Valley took it away. And we got to make sure that doesn't happen again in the next, what did you say, 7 games? I don't even know how many games we have left. It's 1 game at a time for us, so. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.